11 News starts with breaking news.
Channel 11 following several breaking stories. First, several people hurt in a shooting in Southern California. This is at a high school. These are live pictures right here. We've heard anywhere from 3 to 7 victims are being treated. 2 people are listed in critical condition. Again, this is a live look from Saugus High School in Santa Clarita.
MSNBC Gordon is reporting that the suspect has been located and is no longer a threat. That shooting began around 11 o'clock our time. The sheriff's department there saying the suspect ran up a hill when deputies arrived. Again, they have located the gunman. This is breaking news right now. The high school and 3 nearby elementary schools remain on lockdown. We're going to continue to monitor that terrible situation throughout our newscast.
Yeah, we're also following breaking news out of Homestead, where a shooting put an elementary school on lockout. A bystander was grazed by a bullet.
Channel 11's Liz Kilmer is live from the police station with more on this. Liz?
Hey guys, yeah, police here in Homestead say this happened in a neighborhood right around 8 this morning. 2 suspects started firing shots and thankfully no one was seriously hurt. But as you can imagine, the community is really shaken up over this. And you noted there an elementary school went into a lockout, locking its doors. Now let's show you where this happened here. It was the area of 16th Street and Maple in Homestead Borough, right by a park. Witnesses told police that 2 men started firing shots at another man who ran off. Now police haven't been able to find him, but they do say another guy in the area, an innocent bystander, was grazed in the leg. He was okay though, and he refused medical treatment. Now this happened blocks from Barrett Elementary, and police were actually there on school duty, so they had a quick response. And they say though this was at a time when kids may have still been making their way there.
There's a potential for that. When I went up there, when I was going up to the scene, there were still a couple kids in the area. But the bulk of the kids, fortunately, at that point in time, are usually in the school by then. Our crossing guards stay on, on post till like 15 minutes after 8. So, there's still probably some latecomers. There's always a chance.
And police say the suspects fled in a stolen 2004 white Suburban with plate DRA 5231. You see it on your screen there. Police say that it has a black roof rack and a Mealy Company logo. But again, police say that is a stolen vehicle, and it was reported stolen days ago. We're going to have more on that coming up at 5 and any updates we get from police here. Live in Homestead, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
More breaking news. The jury is set to decide the fate of Ramal Holt. He was convicted earlier this week of killing New Kensington police officer Brian Shaw. The defense called one witness this morning, a pastor from Homewood who knew Holt when he was a child. A unanimous decision must be reached to decide between death or life in prison. We have a crew at the courthouse. Look for any breaking details in this newscast and tonight on Channel 11 News at 5.
Police are searching for a killer after a double homicide in Homewood. That shooting happened around 10:30 last night at the intersection of Kelly and Collier Streets. Police say a man and a woman were in a car when they were shot. The man was found dead in the car. The woman died early this morning at the hospital. Police have not yet released the names of the victims. These killings, though, may be related to an incident in Penn Hills early this morning. Right now, no one has connected the 2 scenes, but we saw police leave Homewood and head to Pershing Street in Penn Hills. Officers were looking in the bushes and taking photos, and a police dog was sniffing around. We'll let you know as soon as we learn more.
Police say this man is a repeat robber, and the cuts on his face are from a scuffle he got into with officers when they took him down. Channel 11's Mike Holden spoke with the store owner and learned a worker fought back. He joins us live now on the south side with the details on this. Mike?
Gordon, good afternoon to you. The store clerk told us he knew the moment this guy walked through the front door right here, there was going to be a problem. So what did he do? He fought back, having none of it. And here's the thing. Police say at this afternoon hour, it was caught entirely on surveillance footage that was crucial in tracking him down. Bloody and bruised, suspected serial robber Sean Beach is locked up in the Allegheny County Jail this afternoon. He was picked up after robbing a convenience store in Bethel Park, but not without trying to lunge at officers. Police say he's responsible for nearly a dozen robberies or attempted robberies across town. From the Hollywood Theater and Exxon gas station in Dormont to the Bruegger's Bagels and Jimmy John's in Oakland, over to the Kogos in Bethel Park. New this afternoon, police say his crime spree even took him to the south side. He allegedly robbed this Dairy Queen of $400, moved down to Sincerely Yogurt where he made off with almost $200, but his robbery attempt at Carson News and Lottery fell short. When he allegedly demanded money, the owner's son locked the drawer and started fighting back. He claims Beach pulled out a wooden baton and hit him in the head. That's when the owner's son moved out from behind the counter and wrestled him to the ground before things really got heated.
My son got him good. I mean, you know, then my son dragged him out the door, and, you know, dude ran back in and grabbed his hat and ran.
And as you heard it right there, son was having none of this. And you can see from our live picture right here, the wall of shame. The store owner told us eventually this guy belongs right here on this wall with several other offenders. But that's not the end of this story. We're diving deeper into the investigation, talking more about customers, their reaction, how small businesses continue to be hit and how they're sick and tired of it. Look for the latest starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting live in the South Side, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
All right, thanks, Mike. Within the past hour, the South Strabane police chief gave us new information on a jewelry heist at the Tanger Outlet Mall, and it was a bold robbery with children caught in the middle. Police say 2 men stormed into the K Jewelers armed with hammers yesterday. They ordered everyone to the ground and then began smashing displays and stealing jewelry. There were 2 workers and 4 customers, plus 3 children under 7 inside at the time. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Police used surveillance video to track the getaway car to the Hyatt Hotel nearby. They say the car had been stolen from Robinson. So far, no arrests.
A major developing story for the Penguins. The team says Sidney Crosby had surgery today to repair a core muscle injury. We're told the surgery was successful, but it is going to take at least 6 weeks for him to recover. Crosby left Saturday's game early with a hernia injury, and he was seen limping after the game.
Well, much warmer today and no snow.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that part. Let's head over to meteorologist Scott Harbaugh with a look at our forecast.
Already nearly 10 degrees warmer than it was yesterday afternoon. We'll take anything we can get at this point. Yesterday never made it out of the 20s. Still waiting for that sun to pop out in a lot of the area. Live look at tower cam right now. You can see some brightening to the sky, but still overcast in the city. 35, a little breeze, so a little wind chill, 27 right now. Visible satellite showing those clouds will begin to part as we go through the afternoon hours. Next couple of hours, we'll start to get a little more sunshine. Already 42 in Morgantown right now, where they are seeing more sunshine down to the south. There's that stubborn cloud cover right over Pittsburgh, but notice the clearing back to the west. So sun will be making an appearance this afternoon. The temperature will push up near 40 degrees. For a high today. It is a chilly forecast, but it's not all bad. I'm updating the numbers for the weekend and when you can expect the best day to get outside this weekend. Full forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Jury selection is underway in Detroit for the trial of Allegheny County Controller Chelsea Wagner. Wagner is charged with disorderly conduct after an encounter with police at a hotel in March. Police say Wagner got into an argument with officers after her husband got locked out of their room. This is police body cam video of that incident. Wagner's husband was charged with disorderly conduct, but he was found not guilty back in July.
The criminal case against President Trump's former advisor, Roger Stone, will soon be in the hands of a jury. Stone is accused of lying to Congress about his involvement with WikiLeaks in 2016. Prosecutors say he did it to protect the president. Stone denies any criminal activity. He faces 20 years behind bars if convicted. No public hearings today in the impeachment inquiry. They will pick up again tomorrow. Yesterday, we watched lawmakers digging in along party lines, trying to make their case with the nation watching. NBC's Jay Gray takes a closer look at the back and forth.
The committee will come to order.
Round one of this heavyweight political fight.
And I'll allow the question, but are you asking?
Really? Parliamentary inquiry. Are you seriously interrupting our time here?
Includes some jabs.
President Trump is welcome to take a seat right there.
But no knockout punch. Democrats slowly, deliberately building their case against President Trump.
If this is not impeachable conduct, What is?
State Department witnesses George Kenton Bill Taylor, America's chief envoy in Ukraine.
It could not be explained. It was crazy.
Testifying the president threatened to withhold aid to the country, demanding Ukraine's president open an investigation into political rivals, including Joe Biden, and revealing for the first time that a member of his staff overheard a phone call between the president and his ambassador to the European Union.
The member of my staff asked Ambassador Sondland what President Trump thought about Ukraine. Ambassador Sondland responded that President Trump cares more about the investigations of Biden.
Republicans arguing most of the testimony was hearsay.
And that's the point. What you heard did not happen. It didn't happen.
And that there could be no quid pro quo because the aid was eventually delivered.
This is a sham and shouldn't be allowed.
President Trump dismissing the proceedings altogether.
I haven't watched.
He will have a second chance to tune in. The public hearings continue tomorrow. Friday, Democrats will have only one witness, the former ambassador to Ukraine. Next week, though, 3 public sessions, 8 witnesses. Jay Gray, NBC News, Washington.
As the nation moves forward toward the 2020 primary season, many expected the number of Democratic candidates to shrink, but the pool's actually getting bigger. Former Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick now says he's running for the Democratic nomination. Patrick is expected to get to the State House in New Hampshire later today to file in order to have his name on the ballot for the nation's first primary.
New at noon, the city of Pittsburgh's Urban Redevelopment Authority is working to buy a vacant shopping center in the Hill District. The agency is working to buy the Center Heldman Plaza along Center Avenue. A Shop and Save opened there back in 2013, but it shut down in February. The URA is hoping to fill the space with a smaller, new grocery store.
We work so hard for our money.
Police say a local couple stole his wife's identity. Only on 11 how he thinks the suspects pulled it off.
It's just extremely frustrating, and you try to, get something done.
A sinkhole inching closer to her home. Why she's having trouble getting it fixed.
Many of you still have clouds at this hour. I'm tracking when you'll finally see the sunshine in your neighborhood.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. All the best things happening in Pittsburgh in one place. Watch 11 Things to Do, Thursday and Friday mornings at 9:15 on WPXI Now and on demand. News for breaking news. Now, we've expanded our coverage of breaking news where you live. Our anchor connects you to new information all morning long. Don't miss anything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News. Pittsburgh's Chief Meteorologist Stephen Cropper tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
We're back with continuing breaking news coverage. A shooting at a high school in Southern California. The number of victims is now at least 5. 2 are in critical condition. The chaotic scene at Saugus High School in Santa Clarita. MSNBC is reporting the suspect has been located and is no longer a threat. The high school and 3 nearby elementary schools, though, remain on lockdown.
We work so hard for our money, and then they just hack it like that.
Police say 2 thieves stole his wife's identity and then lived off her bank account. We told you when police charged the same couple with stealing thousands from an innocent person's retirement account. Channel 11's Renee Wallace learned police think there may be even more victims out there.
And they bought a lot of stuff, like, big stuff.
Channel 11 first told you about Joseph Nail and his wife Rachel in October. At the time, the couple who live in this townhouse in Ross Township were charged with stealing more than 10 grand from a Wexford man's retirement account. Channel 11 discovered there is now a second victim. A woman who lives in McCandless went to police after she found out someone had taken out a $500 loan in her name. Her husband told me she discovered the fraud when her credit score took a major dip. Do you know how they got a hold of her name and was able to take out a loan in her name?
I think because she spent online all the time. She bought everything online. So I think from there.
Police in McCandless might have chalked it up to an isolated case of identity theft, but the stolen money trail led police to a similar case in Ohio Township. When police in both communities compared notes, they say they had their suspects. According to investigators, a search warrant on the couple's home turned up 2 debit cards with the victim's name and a stack of blank credit cards and blank checks.
That's really low. You take advantage of people that innocent. We work so hard for our money, and then they just hack it like that.
Renee Wallace for Channel 11 News.
Police have not been able to rule out if there are even more victims of this couple who have yet to come forward.
Investigators say businesses in Allegheny County may be victims in a theft case out of the Philadelphia area. The owner of Alternative Benefit Systems is charged with stealing money from the business. Alternative Benefit is a flexible spending plan business which has closed. Anyone who used the service is asked to call the Allegheny County District Attorney's Office. A family is figuring out their next step after their house caught fire in Sheridan. It happened around 9:30 last night on Zephyr Avenue. The woman who lives there with her daughter told Channel 11 it started with a space heater. The flames then spread from the second floor up to the attic. The woman and her daughter made it out safely along with their pets.
The loss of manufacturing jobs in our region could have an impact on next year's presidential election. Amerisource Metals is a graphite machine shop in Bethel Park. The company has laid off 15% of its workers. That's partly due to $3 million in tariff costs. But it's also because customers are buying less. The owner says it's impacting his company and the entire state.
A year back, that the manufacturing recessionary trends in this area started. Western Pennsylvania has lost a pretty big chunk of workforce.
The Rust Belt was a large part of President Trump's victory in 2016, but the region has lost 25,000 factory jobs so far this year.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Weather in a word today, chilly. I hate the market is cold considering yesterday most areas started out down near 10 degrees and only warmed up into the mid-20s. Today, we're at least into the 30s across the entire area. 32 degrees in Franklin right now. Newcastle at 34. Pittsburgh 35 degrees already. 41 right now in Waynesburg and 42 in Morgantown. Some areas have seen more sunshine than others so far during the day today. And as you can see on the visible satellite, we're eroding away some of that cloud cover. So clouds have been hanging around Pittsburgh the last couple of hours. Back edge of that now pushing in to Allegheny County from Washington and Beaver County. So there will be some clearing. You folks along the I-80 corridor, you'll continue to see the clouds streaming in and out throughout the afternoon. So not a perfectly blue sky this afternoon, but at least a much brighter sky, and with the southwest wind that will help push temperatures up near that 40-degree mark. Storm tracker pretty aggressive on getting the clouds out of here by about 1 o'clock. I think that's a little overdone, but I do think we see a brightening sky throughout the afternoon. Late this afternoon, early this evening, might see a couple more clouds southeast toward the mountains of Somerset, Fayette, Preston, Garrett counties, but for the most part, should be a fairly quiet and very cool evening. 40 for the high temperature this afternoon. That's 13 degrees warmer than yesterday, but still nowhere near our normal high. Normal high temperature for today, 52 degrees, and no number in the 5-day forecast gets us back to normal. 27 overnight tonight. Couple clouds in and out from time to time, but most of the night fairly quiet. Average low temperature this time of the year, 35 degrees. So far this month, we're nearly 9 degrees below normal in temperatures. Now, granted, we're only halfway through the month, but even over the course of the next 2 weeks, while it doesn't look like it's going to be as cold as it has been the last couple of days, temperatures are still going to average at or slightly below normal. Tomorrow, 39 degrees, mix of sun and clouds. Chilly day. I think tomorrow is one of those days where we start with some cloud cover, start with some sunshine, could end with some cloud cover later in the day. Storm tracker tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. in pretty good shape. Better chance of thicker clouds farther north you go by 6:30, 7 o'clock clouds working into the rest of the area tomorrow night. Weekend, not bad. My pick day of the weekend, Sunday, and not because it's going to look any better Sunday. It's just going to be a bit warmer on Sunday. 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Partly sunny tomorrow, 39 for the high temperature. Then the weekend, plenty of sunshine, just colder on Saturday. We only make it back to 38 degrees. Overnight lows Saturday night into Sunday morning down to 23. And then Sunday, mostly sunny, bit warmer, high temperature 43 degrees. If we can kick in that southwest wind fast enough on Sunday, might be able to bump that up to 45 or 46. Check back with Chief Meteorologist Stephen Cropper tonight for updated numbers for the weekend. Monday, clouds start to increase late in the day. We'll make it to 49 degrees.
Airlines, you don't just have one airline. A second proposed Hyperloop route would stop in Pittsburgh. We're finding out what it could mean for the city.
And Colin Kaepernick will be working out for NFL teams Saturday. The odds one betting website has on the Steelers picking him up.
Hey, Pittsburgh, I found some great deals for you, and you're going to love them. But don't be that person that misses out. Text WPXI to 65,000 now.
News at 5, covering more news happening in Washington County. Well, You may have seen this post offering a $75 Costco coupon on Facebook. Well, turns out it's fake. It's actually the second year in a row the company has had to debunk a coupon scam. Identity theft experts say if you have to share a suspicious amount of personal information or post the coupon on social media to get the offer, it's probably not real. Google is working toward offering checking accounts. The Wall Street Journal reports the company is in talks with Citigroup and a credit union. The launch could come as soon as next year. The accounts would be branded with the names of the financial institutions. Other big tech companies have expressed interest in offering financial services. Some lawmakers have expressed regulatory concerns about big tech jumping into finance.
The Steelers have the momentum going into tonight's game against Cleveland, and the Black and Gold are hoping to extend their 4-game winning streak. But they have some hurdles. Not only was it a short week, this is a key matchup against a division rival. Former QB Colin Kaepernick will be holding a private workout Saturday for NFL teams interested in signing him. And according to the Trib, bookmakers think it's possible the Steelers could pick him up. A prop bet on BetOnline has the Steelers at 4-to-1 odds, second only to the Bengals. Kaepernick has not played in the NFL since opting out of his contract with the San Francisco 49ers at the end of the 2016 season. He sued and later settled with the league, claiming his inability to find work had more to do with his national anthem protest than his on-field ability.
We'll keep an eye on that
Very
one.
Interesting, yeah.
A delay or no EMS service at all.
Yeah, it's a concern for local first responders.
When someone dials 911, there's going to be at least a delay in response.
What new problem area first responders are facing? Coming up next.
Plus a mix of clouds and sun this afternoon. I'm tracking which neighborhoods make it back into the 40s.
A four-legged officer is helping our community heal, visiting fellow officers, firefighters, and children in the hospital. This comfort dog is giving those who need it most a reason to smile.
We got to do a better job of taking care of each other.
Using the healing power of animals makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Great cars, great people. For a great deal on a Honda, visit shophonda.com. They forecast now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
Right now, we probably have about $850,000 of that is in patient bills.
For several communities, increasing debt and unpaid bills could soon impact emergency medical services, including your own. Several EMS units are deep in debt.
As Kara Sapida reports, there's concern that someone could call 911 and no one would be able to help.
Patients who use these ambulances will owe nearly $1 million in outstanding bills by the end of this year. Fayette EMS administrators say they can't continue at this rate. Their biggest fear is you'll call 911 and there will be nobody available to respond.
When someone dials 911, there's going to be at least a delay in response, which costs lives. I'm not convinced it hasn't happened yet.
At Fayette County EMS, they're in desperate need of help. So financially strapped, they are losing paramedics and EMTs. They're down multiple ambulances because thousands of patients cannot afford to pay for their ambulance ride. The bills are stacking up.
Right now, we probably have about $850,000 of that is in patient bills.
$850,000 in unpaid bills, and they expect it will be $1 million by 2020.
70% of our population that we cover is either Medicare or Medicaid. Neither of those two products pay the cost of the transport.
And do you think people know that?
No.
Chief Rick Adebato says most patients in Fayette County are choosing low-cost health insurance plans, many of them senior citizens on fixed income who don't know ambulance services are not covered.
Some of these copays are $300, and people who are on Social Security in Porras County, they don't have it. You know, that doesn't include their hospital bill. That doesn't include their food and their rent.
A bipartisan commission created to recommend improvements in emergency services in Pennsylvania released a report last year saying fire and EMS are in a crisis right now. Simply put, EMS is woefully lacking in funding. They went on to say while the General Assembly has worked to address a number of these challenges, more can and must be done.
What is your fear for the future?
Someone's going to dial 911, no one's going to show up.
We need to come up with a sustainable fix for EMS in Fayette County, and then it also needs to be addressed across the state because it's not just us, it's everywhere. And this formula is not working.
Kara Sapida, Channel 11 News.
A lot of issues to address there. Ross Fravers EMS tells Channel 11 that while they are significantly smaller than Fayette County, they are owed $750,000. And this is the situation across our area and what to be concerned about. If you'd like to read the Commission's recommendations, we have it posted on our WPXI mobile app.
Well, much warmer today, but temperatures are still below normal.
Let's head over to meteorologist Scott Harbaugh with his forecast in Severe Weather Center 11.
It's all relative, though. You compare it to yesterday. Doesn't feel so bad today. Temperatures in the mid-30s and a little less wind this afternoon across the region. Here are some of the current numbers outside right now, including 35 degrees in Pittsburgh, 38 now in Beaver. That sun beginning to break out west of Allegheny County. Now, there is a breeze, so there is a bit of a wind chill. Feels like 26 right now. Butler, current wind chill in Pittsburgh, 27 degrees. Still a heavy coat day, a hat and glove for the kids if they have anything to do outside this afternoon. That wind gust, still about 13 to 16 miles per hour throughout the afternoon. So while not overly windy, definitely a bit of a breeze this afternoon as temperatures make it to near 40 degrees. Roller coaster temperatures the next couple of days. I'm going to show you what day I think we get back close to normal as I'm updating some numbers for the weekend. Have that for you coming up in about 15 minutes.
It's just extremely frustrating, you know, and you try to, get something done.
Only on 11, a sinkhole is inching closer to a Penn Hills home. From Chopper 11, you can see just how big it is. Channel 11's Michelle Newell spoke with the woman living there who says there's been a lot of back and forth and yet nothing has been done to fix the problem.
It's a constant fear.
I don't want my house falling in.
Marietta Delafemini can hardly sleep at night, always wondering how close she is to danger.
And I have a grandson, my grandson. I have 2 other grandkids that come from out of town.
This sinkhole won't stop growing and weather is only making it worse.
It started out with 1 board and then it was to 2 and then 3 and now like the latest it was 6 and they all fell in.
Delafemini noticed the sinkhole earlier this year. She says she contacted Penn Hills officials to get it fixed.
We quickly found out that the cause of it was a collapsed storm line.
that runs down that driveway.
But no one seems to know who the storm line belongs to. Della Femini says even though it runs underneath her property, she shouldn't be responsible for fixing it.
This is your pipe. This is a pipe that's connecting the creek that runs along your road.
Della Femini says she contacted the Penn Hills municipal manager and they offered to have a contractor fix the problem. But she says they gave her the runaround for months.
They said the job was getting started in July, but the contractors never saw it until August 7th, so how was that going to happen?
The municipal manager for Penn Hills says the contractor had some concerns about the project. Della Femini says she also had concerns and says she requested Penn Hills officials to give her a plan. At one point, Della Femini said she even got a citation from code enforcement to fix the issue.
I don't want to get into maybe why it didn't happen. I think there were some miscommunications, I think it's fair to say, maybe some misunderstandings.
That was Michelle Newell reporting for us. The municipal manager told Michelle the homeowner won't have to worry about the citation. He also said he doesn't want to have a difficult relationship with any resident in the area and said they do try to solve problems right away.
New details on a SWAT situation in McKeesport. Police say this woman, Jasmine Mosby, fired dozens of gunshots inside her home on Locust Street. SWAT surrounded her house late Tuesday night. They say Mosby was upset at her boyfriend, so she fired 38 shots inside her house and out a back window. Mosby later turned herself in to police, telling them she wasn't trying to hurt anyone. A woman who is believed to have been in danger is now facing charges. Alicia Brombaugh and her children had last been seen Monday at their home before they were found Tuesday. Investigators say they were found with Brombaugh's father-in-law. Police tracked down their vehicle to Route 422 in White Township. Troopers say they found meth and other drug paraphernalia in Brombaugh's purse. She's now charged with endangering the welfare of children and drug charges. Her two kids are with their father.
We didn't realize they installed a drive-through.
This is what the inside of a store looked like after a car crashed right through the front doors. The store owner led us inside to see the damage at that busy shopping center. It happened yesterday right in the middle of Butler Commons. That's right off Route 356 in Butler Township. You can see the shattered glass and the toppled merchandise. The owner told Channel 11 his manager was just feet away from where the vehicle stopped.
I heard this crash, boom, of glass or something, so I looked over this way in this direction, and I saw one of the storefronts reverberating the glass. It was moving, so I was thinking, my God, I was thinking somebody crashed.
Well, luckily, no one was hurt. Police believe the woman in the car was pulling into the spot and somehow hit the gas.
We're learning about a second proposed Hyperloop with stops in Pittsburgh. According to Hyperloop Transportation Technologies, a ride from Pittsburgh to Cleveland on the Great Lakes Hyperloop would take about 9 minutes. And a ride from Cleveland to Chicago would take about 28 minutes. Channel 11's Rick Earl learned if this is green-lighted, the route would likely have 2 stations here in Pittsburgh, one downtown and one at the airport.
Just a little bit about NOACA.
Kathy Sarley of the Northeast Ohio Coordinating Agency laid out the plans for a Hyperloop route between Pittsburgh and Chicago through Cleveland to members of the Southwestern Pennsylvania Commission. Will this be a reality one day?
I believe it will one day. It will. I mean, there's still some hurdles to go through.
Channel 11 has told you about Hyperloop One's proposal to build a route from Pittsburgh to Columbus to Chicago. I visited their test track near Las Vegas for an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the technology. This route presented today is being proposed by another company, Hyperloop Transportation Technologies, which has a test track in France and is working on a passenger system between Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Sarley says competition is good.
Really looking to have a network of throughout, the whole country. So, you need to have more than one company. It's kind of like airlines. You don't just have one airline.
Most of the proposed route between Cleveland and Pittsburgh would be built 6 to 12 feet underground and mostly on public right-of-ways near highways. It would rely on solar energy for power, and it could move up to 6 million passengers a year. There would be 2 stations in Pittsburgh, one downtown and the other at the airport.
It offers a lot of very interesting potential to move goods and people much faster between 3 major cities. That itself is a very exciting possibility.
The plan is to get a passenger route up and running overseas during the next decade, and routes here in the United States would likely follow after that.
Pennsylvania's medical marijuana program just passed a milestone. Sales have topped $500 million, and it's only been legal for 2 years. There are currently 72 dispensaries in the state. Most patients are looking for relief for pain or pain-related conditions. Medical marijuana is also approved for things like autism and anxiety. We expect these new numbers to show revenue benefits for legalizing recreational marijuana. Governor Wolf supports the plan. Big plans ahead on Pittsburgh's North Shore. What could soon rise up next to the city's stadiums?
And left behind, why one abandoned car on I-79 is creating a potentially dangerous situation.
Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
A danger on the interstate. We've all seen cars left for days on the side of busy roads, but one local woman says she's had enough. If you drive on 79, you've probably spotted a few abandoned cars from Washington to the Parkway West interchange. We talked to one driver who's been calling 911, 311, and state police for weeks. Her biggest fear is that someone's going to get seriously hurt or worse. Kathy Williams commutes from Washington County to Pittsburgh every day. She says the most dangerous vehicle is an abandoned van near the Crafton Moon Run exit. Williams says drivers think the van is in traffic trying to exit, so drivers line up behind it only to realize it's abandoned and then they need to get around it.
People have swerved to get back onto the highway so that they can get back off of the highway to get off the exit, and it's just really scary, whether it's up to the owner, but I think as Allegheny County or the state or Highway Patrol, you know, something has to be done now.
Adding to the problem, some of the abandoned vehicles are difficult to see at night or when they're covered with snow. We checked the regulations. A car is considered abandoned if it is unattended on the highway or other public property for more than 48 hours.
A National Tractor Trailer Company wants to build a large truck terminal in Ambridge. BMAC Trucking is proposing an 8-acre terminal and repair facility next to the Old Economy Historic District. It would hold up to 110 trucks, but borough officials say the property is not zoned for an industrial project. Residents voiced their concerns last night at a zoning board hearing.
It was promised to us that we would have housing. We need new people in Ambridge. We need it to populate it. We need housing. We need to have small businesses. We need to grow. And I don't see growth here.
BMAC promises to bring 20 new jobs and tax revenue to the borough. Ambridge officials say they'll make a decision on December 17th.
Pittsburgh has big plans for the North Shore.
It's going to put more people in work.
What's ahead for the land around PNC Park and Heinz Field?
Well, it's a mix of sun and clouds throughout the afternoon. I'm tracking which neighborhoods make it back into the 40s today.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Murder, mystery, and the missing. Justice Rules profiles real-life crime stories. Tuesdays at 9 p.m. right here on WPXI.
Near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coraopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Watch The Wendy Williams Show, weekdays at 11 on Channel 11.
We have a breaking update on that school shooting in Southern California. Police are now saying the suspect has shot and killed himself. This has all been unfolding over the last hour and a half at Saugus High School in Santa Clarita. At least 5 people are injured. 2 of them are in critical condition. The high school and 3 nearby elementary schools remain on lockdown.
A lot of changes on the North Shore. We told you last week tailgaters will have one less spot to party before the games and concerts. And Channel 11's Aaron Martin takes a closer look at the redevelopment battle.
As Pittsburgh has changed, so has the North Shore, faster than some thought possible.
It's really been a blessing because to see that them clean up and revitalize the place.
In the 90s, parking lots and some industrial buildings spread across the waterfront along the Allegheny River. But when Three Rivers Stadium was replaced by PNC Park and Heinz Field, the city laid out major plans to create what we now know as the North Shore. 11 Investigates obtained the master plan to develop the neighborhood, created in 2002. It called for 16 buildings consisting of retail, office space, and apartments. Today, there are far fewer structures that are much smaller than Mayor Bill Peduto says was initially planned.
Original plans, I think,
we're looking at a little bit more density, and like I said, about a decade ago, we walked away from that level of height and of mixed use.
Menudo has been critical of the Steelers for not moving faster to develop the site while collecting money for parking on game days.
No Pittsburgh neighborhood has transformed as much as the North Shore over the last 2 decades, even if it's coming at a little bit of a slower pace than many would like to see. But 2 weeks ago, the Sports and Exhibition Authority's board approved the next stage of development, which you can see right here in what's now the Gold Lot, where a lot of people tailgate next to PNC Park. That is going to be an 8-story high-rise building, and included in that will be retail space, office space, and the first apartments built between the 2 stadiums.
We'll see the completion of all of those parcels and really seeing that reconnection of what had been vacant land, parking lots, being utilized to its much higher potential.
The plan also includes a privately funded parking garage and green space, but tailgaters and workers have been critical of any plan that will take away affordable parking.
There's not enough parking here, and then you have to pay for it.
This could just be the beginning, with a parking lot near Stage AE also set to be developed in the next 5 years.
What's it like to hear that they're going to start doing even more than what we've already seen?
That's great, because it's going to put more people in work and get more people out of the streets.
It's just beautiful. Like I said, the new development, and they just keep growing and growing, and more things are coming about. It's a good thing.
A consistently changing neighborhood with much more change on the horizon.
Aaron Martin, Channel 11 News.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
A lot of change in our skies the next couple of days as we see more and more sunshine heading toward the weekend. Here's the suncast day by day. It maxed it out at 12 hours, although this time of the year. Sunrise just after 7 a.m., sunset just after 5 p.m. So the most sunshine we could see straight through if we had blue skies all day, about 10 hours. Obviously not going to get there today. A lot of folks had clouds this morning. We'll see some sun this afternoon. Tomorrow we'll start with some sunshine, end up with some cloud cover, so about 6 hours of sunshine during the day tomorrow. And then Saturday and Sunday looking pretty good, about 9 hours both days. Saturday could cap out at 10. If we can keep some high, thin clouds out of here, we might see sunshine the entirety of the day on Saturday. Temperatures still chilly today. Actually, just by November standards, still cold, but it is warmer than it was this time yesterday. 39 degrees in Beaver right now, 36 currently in Kittanning. Franklin right at freezing, 32. Pittsburgh, 35 degrees, and a couple of spots have worked into the 40s so far. Waynesburg, 41, and Morgantown, 42 degrees. Nice mix of sun and clouds the rest of the day today, but temperatures are going to be going up and down for the next several days. We'll get a day where we try to warm up a tick or two, and then we'll cool off, and by early next week, we'll be closer to normal. That means if you still have any snow in your grass, I know a lot of you north of Pittsburgh still do, that snow will continue to melt the next couple of days, and we should be fairly dry through the weekend. High temperatures this afternoon, 40 in Pittsburgh, 43 in Greensburg, and in Washington. Overnight tonight, we drop down to 27 degrees. So really the only weather concern is those areas that do have some snow on the ground right now. That snow melts, that runoff goes into the streets a little bit. Tonight, temperature drops below freezing. Could have some of those wet patches ice up a little bit tonight, but again, that would be isolated incidents overnight tonight and first thing tomorrow morning. That 27 tonight, well below normal for this time of the year. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds. I think sunshine in the morning, some clouds in the afternoon. We'll top out at 39 degrees. Here's Storm Tracker tomorrow. Notice the cloud cover pushing to the south during the afternoon. So again, sun to start today, cloud cover later on. Weekend looks pretty good, just a little chilly both days. Saturday especially, mostly sunny, 38 for the high temperature on Saturday. Sunday going to make up to 43 degrees, and notice overnight, Saturday night into Sunday, down to 23. That means church Sunday morning. It is going to be cold and probably heavy coat weather. Rest of your 5-day forecast for the weekend always in view. We do warm up a bit on Monday, but clouds start to come back in ahead of our next system. That'll be the day we get closest to where we should be for this time of the year, with a high temperature of 49 degrees.
Well, it looks like your typical play on the football field, but then look at this right here. That is a 300-pound lineman about to do a Yeah, a cartwheel. Why not? Yeah, this was an apparent attempt by Ohio University to distract the Western Michigan defense. For the record,
Did it work?
No, it didn't work. It didn't matter, actually. Ohio picked up the first down. I don't even think anybody noticed.
I'm impressed he can do one.
Yeah, I know. He did it pretty well.
Yeah. The holiday shopping season has arrived, and WPXI is bringing you a new way to find out about products and get them at a big discount. Here's Lisa Robertson.
Thanks, Peggy. And hello, Pittsburgh. I am so excited to share our local steals and deals with exclusive holiday offers just for our viewers. To find out more, just text WPXI to 65,000.
Amenta and Gordon Lesh on Channel 11 Morning News.
Work is officially underway on a new mini casino at the Westmoreland Mall. Once completed, Live Casino Pittsburgh will include 750 slot machines, 30 table games, and a sports book area. It's being called a mini casino because the state is limiting its size, but the developer says there's nothing small about it.
It has not only a great gaming floor, but great dining and entertainment. It's going to generate tremendous economic impacts here, both locally as well as the state.
The casino is expected to create 1,500 jobs and pump $3 million into the local economy.
We have another breaking update on that school shooting in Southern California. Police first said the suspect had killed himself, but the sheriff just clarified that the suspect is alive, is in custody, and is being treated for wounds at a local hospital. At least 5 people were hurt in that shooting. 2 of them are in critical condition. You can look for updates on Channel 11 News tonight at 5. Meanwhile, that's all for Channel 11 News at noon.
You can get breaking news updates anytime in our streaming apps. Just search WPXI on Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Enjoy it.
Channel 11 News 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.